Sports Nights with Jorge.
All right, sports fans, welcome to Sports Night with Jorge. Once again, thank you so much. I hope you guys join me today. Did the Orioles against Pittsburgh, but now we're talking Dolphins. Hey, Tambolina, thank you so much for joining in. Big topic, guys. Big topic. Big topic. We're gonna talk Dolphin football. Hopefully, the Dolphins will do something in 2026. But let me get right to it. Something that I don't think the fans want to hear. But listen, we got to speak the truth here, right? All Dolphin fans. If you haven't joined the chat, join the chat. Be sure you hit the like button, thumbs up. Uh, there's super chat, there's membership, there's everything here. But we're going to talk Dolphin football. What's going on with this team? What's going to happen in 2026? I see a lot of stuff that's going on right now, rumors going around. What is Tua Tagovailoa future? And let me start with Tua Tagovailoa, guys. Unfortunately, I'm going to say something. Listening to the owner, uh, Stephen Ross, which he hasn't said much, their GM and their head coach, basically Tua will have an option. Okay. Now, you know the rumors and the payroll for this team, salary cap. Uh, Bradley Chubbs, before I get to that, Bradley Chubbs was cut by the Dolphins, but not really cut because they're waiting for June 1st, and they could save more money. Um, Mika Fitzpatrick, it's also considered in a trade bait. There's some trades that are going to be done. Unfortunately, we are starting from scratch on this team, guys and girls. We are starting from scratch. So let me look at something here, and it's going about Tua Tagovailoa. What is Tua future in Miami? Well, there is two options. Okay, hold up on him, release him, or cut him. You could save money. Wait till next year, but he is competing. He is competing for the quarterback position. I would not be surprised hearing that Tua Tagovailoa will be here in 2026. Now, 27. After that, don't know. Right now, Miami only has one quarterback. It's Quinn Ewers and Tua. And it is a competition wide open. Who wants it, right? Now, another rumor that came out between trading Jalen Waddle and Devon Achane. Well, that was stopped quickly. Uh, per source, trade rumors, Dolphins says they would not and they have no plans of trading Jalen Waddle and Devon Achane. Now, that could change. That could really change, guys. If there's a good offer on the table, there's a draft picks. Trust me, the Dolphins will make that change. So, but let's be honest. I mean, I know we have Dolphin fans here. Come forward. You could speak forward and give me your opinion. What do you think about this team? Where do you think we're heading? What is our direction? I'm going to tell you the direction we're heading. I know there's speculation that the Dolphin logo, Super Bowl logo, has the Dolphin colors and all that. I'm not going to get into that. If that happens, man, that'll be a miracle for the Miami Dolphins. I'll be straight honest with you guys. Uh, Listen, you guys have to have your notification bell on if you want to come live, if you want to join. Normally, you guys are, I do it ahead of time. At this time, I started at 7:30. I was going to be a little later in that, but I came live early. So we're talking Dolphin talk, and anybody could come in the chat and talk about your team if you want to. But this is strictly Dolphins. I know we have so many Dolphins fans out there. Let's be real. Let's be realistic. Uh, the team right now, it's in a major, you could say a major change. If you want to call it rebuilt, you could call it rebuilt. I don't call it rebuilt. I'll call it more as they're looking to put a winning program back into this team. That's the way I see it. Whether we're Tua, without Tua, whoever comes in. Now, can the Dolphin compete in 2026? That's going to be probably a thing down the road. I mean, right now. Yes, I heard that we are trading back. That's what I heard too. Uh, I heard that too. I heard that we're going to trade back. But once again, I mean, Tariq is gone. Bradley Chubb is gone. I mean, two major cuts. They saved plenty of money. Uh, the last time I checked, it was 3 point something, which they were under the cap, which is a good news. There could be more to that if it happens. Yes, the schedule is tough. I didn't put out the schedule, but I do have it here. They have a tough schedule. They do. They play. I'm gonna say probably 80% of the team they play. It's gonna be. They were in the playoffs last year, so it's gonna be a tough road ahead of them. I believe it. The only thing is, as a fan, we gotta have patience, right? We're gonna have to have patience. Sometimes that's what we don't have. I don't want to call it once again a rebuilding mode because it's not going to be a rebuilding mode, guys and girls. It's not going to be that. Let's be honest. I mean, this team with the new head coach, the new GM, they're trying to fix the salary cap, which is the main thing. And by the way, we're like a week away or 2 weeks away for the combine. Combine's coming up. Then we got free agency coming up. There's a lot on the table. Then you got Mika Fitzpatrick. Also on the trading block, they could cut a deal with him. Unfortunately, guys, with the injury of this team, players coming back, can they survive? Hey, Cat for Life, how you doing, buddy? Thank you for joining in. So, what do I see for the 2026 Dolphins? I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I have my opinion. You have yours. I'm glad that we got all these new personnel, but I'm gonna be honest with you guys. We don't know much. We know their resume, their expertise, but here we go as a fan. Okay, we have to wait to see what happened. All right, I know we got mock draft. People talk about the mock draft, the draft coming up, the free agency coming up, but this is going to be a surprise for the whole entire team. Really, it's a surprise for the fans, actually, a complete surprise. Now, A-Chain was mentioned on the trading block. Yes, I believe that. Yes, I believe. Listen, if they could get a trade for Waddle, I'd rather have a draft pick, good, decent draft pick for him. We might probably get a third round. Quarterback, I'm gonna say now the guy from Green Bay. I don't think he's gonna be in Miami. Is it Willis or forgot his last name? I had everything in front of me right now, but I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think they will be able to pay that much money for a quarterback. Mark Willis, that's the guy. So Mark will not probably come with the Dolphins. I don't think it's going to happen, guys. That's not going to happen. I don't think Dolphins are going to spend that money, especially on a quarterback. Yeah, Willis, that's it. Yeah, Willis. So, I mean, Tua, unfortunately, guys, what I'm hearing from the Dolphin side, from the GM and the coach, they're actually giving Tua an opportunity to come back. Okay, really to compete. But I'm going to be honest with you, I don't think Tua's going to come back. I don't think he wants to be back with the Dolphins if he doesn't start. Yeah, you're right. Our dog, it starts about the offensive line. That's another thing. We need to build that offensive line. But like I say, I don't see much for the 2026 Miami Dolphins with the tough schedule, with the draft coming up, with the rumors you hear. And there's 5 quarterbacks out there that Miami could sign right now, to be honest with you. Now, are they willing to sign these 5 quarterbacks? How far can they take us? And you said it. It starts with the offensive line. What will be our first pick? And I know we're going to probably trade our first pick, by the way. that is going to be a possible trade back. But listen, we still got players that are going to be traded, players that are going to be cut, uh, maybe structure some contract. I doubt it. Uh, Listen, let's be honest. What Greer left behind was a complete mess. Okay, when he re-signed all these players, we got into a major bind, and now we out here searching as fans, thinking what's going to happen. What is the potential of what's going to happen to this team? Okay, with the schedule coming up, seriously, guy. I'm early. I'm gonna wait to the combine. I'm gonna wait to the draft. I'm gonna wait to free agency because all that's gonna come in line in play. We would know who are the Miami Dolphins. Oh, that's good. Didn't Brissett play for New England too, right? Didn't he was in New England? I mean, it's like I say, my big theory with the Miami Dolphins in 2026, who really wants to play here? Who wants to come down here and play for Miami? That's my theory right now. Our players are going to be excited with his new head coach. The players are going to be excited with his new GM. We all excited. I'm trying to stay positive. We all excited, but listen, it's going to be tough. It's going to be hard because we all, we want to win right from the bat. Now it could happen. We might end up, winning here a couple of good games as long as they keep it competitive at the end of the year. I don't mind, but I'm just telling you, the fans, don't get too hype because everybody gets hype, everybody gets so excited, and you got podcaster coming out there and saying that the Dolphins are are Super Bowl bound or they're playoff bound or and then suddenly when they start losing and they start playing out well, how bad we are. I just not too crazy with defensive coach being coached. That's my opinion. Everybody has a different opinion, but I'm gonna try to stay positive. I'm gonna give this team a chance. I'm gonna give his team. I'm gonna give Sullivan, the GM, a chance. I'm gonna give the coach a chance. Okay, because we have to. Okay, come in, clean house, and see what we got. Now, do I see a lot that we have? No, we're gonna lose a lot. Unfortunately, that's gonna happen. So now you got Tyreek Hill. Might going back and reunite with Kansas City. That'd be nice for him. He could end up his career there. Uh, Bradley Chubb. A lot of teams they would like to have Bradley Chubbs. So my thing is, yeah, that's true. I mean, the culture. Okay, that's one thing that kept the fans united a year ago, but the culture wasn't real. I mean, the culture for this team was not. I mean, created for McDaniel and Chris Greer. I don't know, man. Chemistry. You name it. The culture. I mean, I don't know about this head coach. You see, I can't say much because I don't know much about the head coach of the Dolphins. Now, I know much about Sullivan, the GM. His resume is top of the line. It's just my concern. That's my only concern. Can Miami win? Well, what they have, okay, maybe let's say they play the 17 games, they go four. Who knows? Well, there you go. Cat for Life just said it. And it's true. We have no culture. But how can you keep this team together? How can you keep this team? Because remember, yeah, that's true. We need an identity. Because here we go. We're about to trade all these players. We're about to get rid of all these players. My thing is, are you willing to play in Miami? I mean, what player would like to come in Miami? Unless you're a rookie, unless you're drafted, unless you're traded, and you say, hey, man, because what you're hearing now is rebuilding, rebuilding, rebuilding. All these veterans that are in Miami right now, trust me, they don't want to rebuild. I don't think Bradley Chubb will stay here to rebuild. I will not think Tyreek Hill would stay here to rebuild. I don't even think Tua would stay here. So, hey, how you doing, buddy? Thank you for coming in. Yeah, I agree with you. That's something that, like I said, I don't want to give the coach too much prop yet because we haven't seen nothing yet. You see, I don't want the fan to get too excited. I'm not one of those that get excited because, hey, man, we got the best GM, we got the best coach. No, 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 no. I'm not gonna go there, guys. Okay, I gotta see them. I got his team play. I gotta see the respect of this coach. I mean, like you said, the culture. I want to see if really this team it's gonna play as a full team. So that's my concern. Yeah, there's and you're right. I mean, all you guys' opinion at the chat. I agree with you 100%. There's things that you have to understand. Okay, you want to win in this league, right? Because that's what football players does and team does. They want to be a winner. Okay, but you got to show that you want to compete. You show that you're hungry, that you want to win. I mean, Tua, guys, Tua last year, we noticed it. Tua was running for his life. He didn't trust the offensive line. I mean, he was scared to death. Let's be honest. Let's talk like it is, okay? I mean, he had Tehran, but Tehran retired. Now he said, "Oh my God, I got a bunch of rookies in front of," which he didn't have a bunch of rookies. The only one he had was Jonah, And then Daniel, we signed Daniel. What a waste of money. What a waste of payroll. I'm sorry to say that. I know he was injured, and I don't say that in the bad way. And then something came out today, rumored that he could have played, but he didn't want to play. So, listen, that's the stuff that you don't need in the team. And that's why Miami cut Daniels, by the way. That's one of the rumors that came out there that he was cut because he didn't feel like playing with the injury that he had. That he could have played with that injury, yes. But I guess he didn't want to play for the Dolphins. So it's a right path for the new head coach to say, hey, let's get rid of this guy. You know? So I mean it's something that we're gonna have to, there's something there. Right, you're right. And his hip, I know listen, I knew his hip the moment he had surgery, okay? And the moment he lost those 4 or 5 games at the end of the season a year ago, I knew he was not the same quarterback because you have to throw where your hip. Okay, his velocity, the ball was not getting there. His quick releases were not there. When he was running from these outsides, from the pockets, running from the outside, he was a different quarterback. You saw that. We all saw that. So now it's back again to the drawing board. All right. So do I believe that this coach and Sullivan will give him, Jeff will give him an opportunity? Yes, they're going to give Tua. Unfortunately, guys, I heard that uh, through the media that they're giving Tua a chance. Oh, you could come back and play. The only thing is, Tua is not guaranteed his starting job. Now, let me go back with Quinn Ewers because I was going to talk about him. Guys, he was never given a chance, an opportunity just to play the last 3 games. Listen, when I saw this quarterback winning his first game, how comfortable he was. Once again, it starts with the offensive line. You protect your quarterback. We're solid at running back. I guess we're going to have to get receivers now that Tariq is gone. But anyhow, I always like the 6'2", 6'3" wide receivers, the big receivers. Small receiver, quickness, that was okay. But we needed receivers. Tight end, that's another thing. Double tight ends. We have great tight ends. Now, I heard that this guy is not a tight end favorite. So, yeah, he got better. But then after that, I mean, he lost his, I don't know. I think his confidence he's building confidence. He's not the same quarterback. I never see him as bad as he was. He had that great year that he led the league in passing. But unfortunately, after that, man, it was downhill. I really feel bad, and I wish the best for the guy. And I wish if he goes somewhere, man, he could repent himself or revamp himself and try to be a better quarterback with another team. You're hearing so much rumors. Oh, you're talking about Quinn Ewers? Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, Quinn Ewers. For me, I think 3 games was not enough. You got to give Quinn Ewers a little time, better offensive line. with his running game, I think they'll be okay with Quinn Ewers. But you gotta give a kid a chance, man. And that's one thing about the Dolphins I noticed, and a lot of NFL team does that. You pick this kid from college, you put him in the bench, you don't start him, you don't give him a chance, an opportunity to play in this league. So how do you know what you have? You gotta give him a chance. I think McDaniel really, really put Quinn Ewers way back. Why? Because you start him now. When you saw your struggle, you took Tua out, and you decided to say, "Hey, I'm going to make this change." And I'm going to say this: he made that change because he thought that his job was going to be secured, and his job was not secured. Okay, so he changed Quinn Ewers, and I can't blame him. Can't blame the guy. He did the best he can with what he had. So I think you give Quinn Ewers a good start this year, and see what you have by the end of the year. Who knows? Yeah, A Chain. Let me say something about A Chain. A Chain came also on a trading block. Okay. Now something came out today about A Chain that he might not be traded, him or Waddle. But I also heard Waddle speaking in another podcast that hey, it's wide open. Okay, it's wide open. Now, can the Dolphin afford to sign A Chain? Yes, I think they can, but they're going to have to structure a contract and they're going to have to get that salary cap in place. And that's the hardest thing for a GM. Imagine the GM and the coach, Jeff and Sullivan, come in and got to deal with this mess because it is a mess. There's nothing else to say. It's a mess. I mean, I don't know what the owner and Greer was thinking. Uh, a waste of money, man. And I'm sorry to say that. I mean, I'm not saying these players are not good, are not talented, are not, but what a waste of payroll. It was the waste. You were losing. Okay. Make some changes. Sometimes you got to make changes in this league. And if you don't make changes, you're going back to the drawing board. Okay. And this is one thing that, I tell Dolphin fans, you're going to have patience in 2026 and 2027 with their schedule. And like I said, when we look at the combine, look at the free agency that's out there, we will know where we're standing. Trust me, we don't have to even go that far as the draft. Now, my question to you guys: what will you draft in the first round? Yeah, I believe what Aquavale says too. Yeah, I believe it. Yeah, keep Quinn Ewers and build from there. And I mean with A Chain and all that. Now there's rumor there. I don't know if you heard it, Aquavale. There's rumor between A Chain and Waddle. Now Waddle came on the podcast and he was talking about a possibility of trade for Waddle, and that came up also in one of those shows here on YouTube that Waddle might be traded to Pittsburgh, and I heard that too. So, and you hear so much rumors about trading, and I don't know, man. I think this team it is rebuilding. Unfortunately, that's the word that they want to use, but it's a rebuilt to win now. That's how I see it. So hopefully, who knows? Maybe we see another different Dolphins in 2026, 2027. But I gotta give them a chance, right? We gotta give them a chance. We gotta give Jeff a chance with his team. I want to see how quick he could develop the players, how quick he could get respect from the players. I can see already the accountability, even though one game hasn't started. Yeah, yeah, that was yeah. I mean, the thing came out today that they are not going to trade him. But once again, if there's a good package out there now, Mika Fitzpatrick, he's going to be gone. They have a package also available for the Dolphins when that comes around. And listen, let's look at Mika for a second. I don't want to change as much. Mika came down here, came back to Miami. That's where he started his career. Didn't want to be here. Told Flo he wants to leave. He didn't want to be in a rebuilding team. What happened? here we go again. He's back into a rebuilding team. So why not trade him? I hate to say that, but I mean, I love the guy. Great, great player. But listen, I don't think he's going to be here for rebuilding. So, yeah, a fifth or a third would be good. That'll be a good pick. Now, A Chain, I would like to sign A Chain. I would like to keep A Chain. I know we got Ali Gordon, and Jalen Wright, but I take A Chain anytime, man. He was the MVP for this team last year. No, I mean hands down, no doubt about it. Of course, he struggled the last 3 games at the end of the season, but of course, you stop the run. Who can you throw the ball to? No Tyreek Hill. Waddle didn't show up either. I mean, there's things you gotta look up. Tyreek goes down. You count on the Penguin, and then what the Penguin does not show up. So that's my only thing I'm worried about. And like I said, I hope. Where did I went? Oh, there you go. This here right here, Quinn Ewers and Tua Tagovailoa. These are the two guys right now that will have a chance and opportunity. With Tua, once again, I don't want to change the conversation. With Tua, I don't think he's going to be here. If he does, they'll wait to see what happens. Yeah, but he is a good runner. If they do nothing about it, that's going to be hard. I am worried about that too. But listen, that is your MVP in this ball club. Now, the fan will get upset, but I tell you something, they'll get a better deal with A Chain than anything else. But I hope it doesn't happen. But trust me, you'll probably get a first round, second rounder for A Chain pretty fast. Yeah, that's a good one too. Cold weather in December. But remember that's what these two Green Bay coaches, GM and coach came by. Cold weather. But you know what? When I look at cold weather, I'm gonna be honest, and I said this a long time ago. This is football. These guys come from cold weather, cities, towns, whatever you want to call it, and they have played in cold weather. It's just that you got to have players that really want to compete for this team. That really wants to win. Yeah, it could be some possibility. And remember something about A Chain that we haven't talked about. A Chain's also injury, a lot of concussion too. Don't guys, that's one thing you have to keep in mind too. Him and Tua, back-to-back season, had concussion a couple of times. And that's one thing we haven't talked about. He's a great runner, but boy, when he gets hit, he gets knocked out. Maybe because of his physical, his size, but that's one thing we haven't talked about. And Waddle, I call him fragile. He makes a catch, he falls down, he comes back up, he's back in the sideline. So this is something that probably, I said the owner, not the owner, the GM and the coach, maybe the owner too, who knows, look at this and, hey, man, we're playing these players big money, and they're getting injured too fast, and they're not coming back in the game. Now, I'm not saying you can't come back in the game with a concussion, but Waddle was very fragile. So it's gonna be interesting, guys. Very interesting how this is gonna end up. Hey, what's up, Abe? How's it going, buddy? Welcome in, buddy. Be sure you guys hit the like button when you guys come in, and your thumbs up and your comments. Thank you so much. You guys have great comments tonight. Like I said, I'm going to be honest with you guys and girls, if you guys hear. I have to see it to believe it. Maybe that sounds kind of fair. Maybe you guys disagree. I got to see the Dolphins really, really show me something. And I know it's hard because of their schedule and the players, personnel. What is this new head coach and GM bringing in Miami? We will know soon. Remember, combine is what, like a week away, 2 weeks away. Free agent, no tampering. I forgot that one. You can't, tampering. So, but listen, man, I'm trying to stay positive as a fan. I've been a Dolphin fan for many years. You guys know me already. Don't want to repeat myself, but listen, we gotta be honest with ourselves. I mean, A-Chain, Waddle, can they be traded? Yes. Possibility? Yes. It's uh it's something that can happen. It could. It could. Now, you get more from A-Chain than Waddle. Uh Man, that'd be nice if we could trade Tua, right? If we could trade Tua, get something for Tua. But I believe that Tua value went down completely. So there's two things we could do. Release him the same way Denver did with Russell Wilson and take the hit. Keep him. What's it, June 1st? If I'm quite sure. Cut him. Get some money back. Because I don't think Tua will stay as a Dolphin as a backup quarterback. Now, if he does, boy, he'd be the richest backup quarterback in this league without playing one snap. And I doubt Miami will do that. I think Sullivan and Jeff will give Tua a chance, according to what I'm hearing. Yeah, and you're right. You're right. DMO 305. You're right. This is something that they probably won't get much for it. So, but once again, who knows? Who knows? We might get lucky. We might get lucky. We might. Hey, maybe somebody could get him. Now, here's something that came out. Will you trade Tua for Kyler Murray? Will you make that trade on my heartbeat? Or you think we're in the same boat with Kyler Murray? Now, the only thing is, I would like to have a bigger size quarterback like Quinn Ewers. So, what do you guys think? Will you think Kyler Murray fits here? Yeah, you're right, hot dog. That is right now between A Chain. I won't say Waddle, but A Chain is probably one of the biggest trade if it happened. Yes, I agree with you also. Kyler is so limited. Hot dog say no. I agree with you because that came out. That thing came out and said, hey, maybe a trade with the Cardinals. And I said, wow. I mean, that's gonna be basically. I'll be honest with you. You need a 6 foot quarterback. I mean, you need a taller quarterback, especially Miami Dolphins, and we need big wide receivers. I don't want small receivers in this league either. I mean, especially in our team, we need big, tall receivers. So that's gonna be another test for Miami Dolphins in 2026. Now that Tyreek is not here, because Tyreek was speed. Let's be honest. Give the ball to Tyreek, he was gone. Doesn't matter, slant, whatever. But the deep ball, that's something Miami missed. The deep ball. Don't I wish Dan Marino was back and he was younger. Somebody came up and told me today, imagine Dan Marino playing at this stage of this level. He probably throw for 7,000 yards. Yeah, one problem for him. Other one, yep. That's true. I don't think we'll get a third for A Chain. You might get a 1 or a 2 for A Chain. I do believe that. Yes, Abel, I agree with you. Tua should be off this team. But what I'm hearing lately from Jeff and Sullivan, the GM, according to the interviews and they were talking, uh, they're willing to give Tua a chance. My question is this: Would Tua take it as a backup quarterback? I don't think so. I think Tua wants to start in this league. Yeah, I believe we'll get a one. And be careful. We probably get more than a first rounder, probably 2 picks for him because he's worth it. He is worth it. But once again, our backfield is loaded, guys. With Ali Gordon and according to what they were saying, you're right. The Green Bay Packers, of course, when Sullivan was there and Jeff, you're right. They like big, solid running backs. They don't like these small speed running backs. They just like physical, big running backs in the backfield. So that tells you something there. Now, A-Chain, trust me, man. I brought it up earlier. Concussion protocol, his injury, that has a concern. Okay? But when he takes off, he's gone. Okay? Jalen Wright had we call it up and down year. Okay? Fumbling the ball. So, yeah, Jalen Wright, I mean, he's a good running back. I mean, the only thing is hold on to the ball, buddy. That's all I can say for Jalen Wright. If Jalen Wright could hold on to the ball, I'm okay with it. So with Ali and Jalen Wright, trust me, Miami running back field is solid. Even with A-Chain, it makes it even better. But those are the rumors out there, guys. It's just rumors right now, and if it happens, it's like you better get a better deal. You better get a good deal. And if you get a good trade for this guy, come on, man. We do need a change in Miami. I mean a change in Miami. Sorry I said that. Remember what happened with Jimmy Johnson when he traded Herschel Walker for what? 25 players, 20 players back then. So hey, he rebuilt the whole Dallas Cowboys and then won back-to-back Super Bowls. So yeah, you see, that's the thing about A-Chain. Once A-Chain get the ball, you might as well call it lights out. Okay, that's how good he is. But the moment you hit A-Chain, okay, because let's be honest, we got to be honest, guys. The moment he gets tackled, he get hit, boom. Not all the time now, but remember, he has had concussion, the same thing as Tua Tagovailoa. Of course, Tua has more because of quarterback, but he has a lot of concussion. So, and injuries, and listen, A-Chain is a 20, 22 carry running back. You could give him 30 times the ball too, but that's too much for him. But like you can mix it around with Ali Gordon and mix it with Wright. And listen, A-Chain and Ali Gordon, I mean, great running backs. Yeah, 3 out of 4 for Dallas. Yeah. Yeah. But like I say, I mean, we could debate this all night, to be honest with you. And you're right. Listen, I agree to all you guys' opinion, and you guys have great opinion, great instinct when it comes to the Miami Dolphins. What you guys see, what I would like to have, what you guys like to have. But listen, I'm gonna say it again. I gotta see proof for this coach and this GM. Yeah, I mean, let's look at. I don't want to talk about them, but I'm glad you brought that up, DMO 305. The Patriots. Okay, here comes the coach, Grable, takes over the team, right? We all said it, and I get you. Everybody in the chat said this. I even picked them in last place. I said they can't go nowhere, but I knew they were getting a coach that was going to be well respected. Yeah, Abel's right. Been burned too many times. But let me go back to this. So here comes Grable. The team, players play for him, respect the guy. And man, I was shocked they made it to the Super Bowl. So, hey, Alvin, hey, thank you so much, man. I appreciate it, buddy. Thank you so much for the chat and for your 249. Thank you. Listen, it is so hard, okay, in this league, the competition in this league, right? So You look at these players. Let me go back for a second before I get back to the what else I was going to say. New England Patriots, okay? And I'll go back to Grable. Once again, sorry to repeat myself. Comes in, takes over a team that had back-to-back losing season with Mayo. He comes in. Now, give me a top player in the New England Patriots. I'm going to be sincere. I don't see nobody. Maybe on the defensive side, nobody in the offensive side. Took a quarterback, believe in him, take a chance. Okay. Let's say Gray will end up in Miami. It's a tough question for you guys. You think Grable will take the Dolphins to the same record that New England Patriot had last year to this year? Answer me that question. You guys believe so? Listen, running the ball, it's a great thing. Running the ball is one of the main thing that I see in sports. Uh, you run the ball, play action pass. You got a great quarterback with a great arm, man. You got a chance in this league. So, hey, will say no way. Yeah, I mean, you got to have it both ways, guys. You got to have a running game, a passing game. I'm not going to take any credibility off of A-Chain because A-Chain right now could join any team in the NFL and be explosive. And you can have the worst offensive line. Imagine he did this with one of the worst offensive line. Now tell me if you don't agree or disagree with me. This man ran the ball with one of the worst offensive line in the league. So imagine A-Chain running with a team with a great offensive line. I'm going to tell you right now, he would have 2,000 yards rushing. He almost had 2,000 this year. I mean, combined, of course, combined with rushing and pass and catching the ball. Think about it. That's what I'm looking at the Dolphins. So, can the Dolphins trade A-Chain and get a good deal? Listen, you have to build the offensive line. You got to get stronger up front. Well, yeah, Seattle defense was amazing. That in the Super Bowl, yeah, no doubt about it. You know. Yeah, but once again, okay, and let's be honest, if that quarterback did not get hurt for Denver, I think Denver would have beat New England, by the way. But of course, the snow, the weather, and that was ugly. Yeah, you're right. Josh McDaniel that's why. And you're right. We need a good offensive coach. Now, the one that we still have in our team, Slowick, I'm not too crazy with the guy. Now, he did well with Stroud down in Houston. I'm glad you brought that up. So now he's taking over the offensive line. I mean, and then you got the defensive coach, which is our head coach, and he said that he's going to take over the defense. Oh, man, yeah, Denver and Seattle, oh, my gosh. You probably see that Denver and Seattle, you probably see a 0-0 score, guys. I'm that serious. That's how good that defense is. And you know what? You put pressure to the quarterback, and that's it. But man, you need an offensive line. You need an offensive line, and that's what we actually need. A solid offensive line. Imagine A-Chain. I mean, I said it. I mean, I love the guy. I love the kid. Well, he's a grown man now. The guy's amazing, guys. But injuries. So now let's look back at quarterback, right? Let's go back to quarterback for a second. Quinn Ewers. Great arm. A lot of people don't like Quinn Ewers. I have a lot of Quinn Ewers guys that just don't like him. I do like him. I cannot say he's better than Tua now because he hasn't played that much game. But if I see him right now physically, Mentally, I'll take Quinn Ewers 10 times in Tua. Yeah, you're right. I mean, listen, another thing we have to worry about is our defensive side of the ball because we're about to lose players too. So going back to the offensive side, Quinn Ewers could give the Dolphins a pretty good chance, guys. I think he can. I really can. He is mobile. He could run. Uh, Very smart quarterback. Even though he only played 3 games last year, not enough snap to give him an opportunity. Which I wish McDaniel should have just cut Lua, cut Tua loose for 6 games. And said, "Hey guys, you're not playing for the rest of the year." He decided to do this in 3 games. That wasn't enough for me. Some people didn't like it. I did like it. I did like what I saw from Quinn Ewers. I really did. He come in poised, came in there like he wasn't a rookie, So, but unfortunately, if we draft a quarterback, that's another thing. Now, there's mentioned that there mentioned a lot of quarterbacks. There are free agents out there that could be in Miami, but listen, I heard Kirk Cousin. I said no. That's one name that came out. Garoppolo. What's another name that came out? Yeah, maybe for a cheap price you might get him, but man, you want to bring those guys in? Think about it, because I would not bring them in. Now you might say, well, if we bring them in, they're better than what we got right now. But listen, Kirk Cousin, I think he's done. I don't know what happened to him, but he was great, guys. And but sometimes it comes with chemistry, it comes with coaching, it comes a lot. Like I said, the culture of the team, the unity of the team. That's something I want to see. How close they're going to play. Remember, we had the quarterback, the offensive line, the defensive line complaining. You had Tua complaining on the defense. You had the defense complaining on Tua. So all this came in play last year, and it was terrible. It was chaos. Uh, then you had McDaniel, you had Weaver. Defense played good. Then the defense played bad. There's a lot of games last year we could have won. We didn't win. Uh, it's just a total chaos for this team. Now let's see what Jeff could do and Sullivan could do. If Sullivan could change this team around, hey, who knows, right? But like I said, we just gotta have patience as fans, man. We gotta have patience. We gotta have patience. And right now, that's one thing that Dolphin fans do not have. Why? Because we want a winning team. We are tired of losing. And listen, I don't blame you guys. Uh, I've been doing this for years, 2 years in YouTube. But listen, it's time for a change in Miami. It did happen. New GM, new coach, players leaving, players being traded, players being cut. Understandable. Uh, with that salary cap, wow. Actually, let me check the salary cap now because I know that Chubbs is still with the Dolphins, guys. He hasn't been cut yet. Let me see if I can find the. Let me see if I can find the salary cap for you guys. The last time I checked. All right, here we go. All right, let me see if I can get in here and find it. There it is. Wow, that's team by team. So, no, I don't need this. Get out. Don't need that. Okay, I don't need this either. All right, Miami Dolphins. All right, let me get to Miami Dolphins. Yeah, you get less off a cap hit. Yeah. Let me see. Dolphins right here. All right. Dolphins are under the cap by 3.699. So almost $4 million. Close to it. So in dead cap money, there's 73,949. Wow, that's third. Okay, so now they're negative minus, which is not bad. 3,699, 267. Yeah, that's true too. You're right. He only had 2 games. He came on the other one. That's true too. So Bradley Chubbs, Mika Fitzpatrick. Wow. I mean, they could save a lot of money. Look at Devon Achane. Devon Achane has 238,000 signing bonus, base salary 5,826,000, dead cap 238,627, cap hit of $6 million. That is on Achane. That's why. But look at Tua, 56 cap hit million, Chubbs 31 million, Mika 18 million, Austin Jackson. Well, that's another one that's going to be cut. Austin Jackson. Austin Jackson 15 million, Jalen Waddle 11 million, Zach Sealer. Well, he signed, so that's okay. 11 million. Jordan Brooks 10 million, Aaron Brewer 9 million. So it's a high salary cap, guys. One guy they're going to get cut, it'll be Jason Sanders. I know that kicker, which, man, I love the kicker, but he'll be cut. He'll be gone too. Then the rest is kind of small. Jalen Wright, 1 million. Keon Smith, 1 million. Malik Washington, 1 million. Jordan Phillip, 1 million. Jason Marshall Jr., 1 million. Dante Trader Jr., 1 million. So the rest here is just kind of low. The top one here, it starts from basically from Achane all the way up. Kenneth Grant signed 4 million. That's of course his rookie contract. Then you got Alec Engel might be cut. He has 5 million. So that could be a possible cut. So I mean, the Dolphins can save money by cutting these players. So and so far, dead cap money, Tyreek Hill, 28 million. Wow, Jalen Ramsey was 20 million. Teron was 10. That's all dead cap hit. That's a lot, guys. A lot of money right there. Tyreek Hill. That was the biggest, probably the biggest one. Him and Chubbs. But I think they're gonna wait till June 1st for Chubbs. I'm quite sure they could save extra money. Right, let me get back here. I'm gonna look at the quarterbacks that are left in the draft, and we know where the other, where the Cuban guy's going. He's going to the Raiders, according to what they said. Here you go. All right, Fernando Mendoza, Ty Simpson. That's the name that came up with the Dolphins. Then you have Garrett Newsmeyer from LSU. So these are the quarterbacks. Mendoza, Tyler Simpson is second. Garrett Newser, LSU. You got Carson Beck, number 4. You got Kate Klubnik, quarterback of Clemson. Drew Allar, quarterback of Penn State. Tyler Green, quarterback's not that good this year, I'll be honest with you. But who knows? Sawyer Robertson from BU. Miller Moss, quarterback of the Cardinals. Jalen Daniel from the Jayhawks. Coyle Payton. and then you got Diego Pavia from quarterback from Vanderbilt. So those are your actually top 12 quarterbacks right now. So, and we know where Fernando Mendoza is going to go, play to the Raiders. Taylon Green, yeah. I heard rumors about Dolphin might look at Ty Simpson from Alabama. So that was another rumor that was out there. Carson Beck, I don't know, man. Who knows? But that is your top. That's 12 quarterback. I got more list here. Let me go number 2. Let me see number 2. You got Luke. Yeah, there are 10. Yep, 10 possible first round quarterback this year. You got Indiana quarterback. I guess that's another one. Luke Joy from quarterback Aguilar from Texas. Joe Fagnano from the Huskies. Hayne King from Georgia Tech. That's a good quarterback. Morton from Texas Tech. Virginia Tech. Kyron Drome. I mean, that's a lot, man. Taylor Van Dyke, quarterback. Didn't he play for the Hurricanes? Preston Stone, quarterback. Colorado Buffalo. Keaton Salter. Blake Chapin from I think it's Maryland. It's Maryland State or Mississippi State. Sack from UK. I mean, it's a good quarterbacks out here, guys. That's some good quarterbacks. Now the rating, I could tell you, the rating is pretty high. But once again, yes, our quarterback coach is Taylor Green. See, this is where I think the Dolphins, by picking all these coaches that they got coaches that got skills and been in college, and they know their alma maters, and they know the players, they know the system, and this is why. Listen, that's why Green Bay was so good. You know, Green Bay with Brett Favre, with Aaron Rodgers, now with Love. You know, Matthew, the linebacker that they had. I mean, they drafted. This is where Sullivan comes in. This is where his expertise are. This is where the GM. I mean, he knows his resume. I mean, he's good. He's really good. Now the only thing is, I don't buy out. I mean, don't get me wrong. I just don't buy out that defensive coach. Remember, we have Flo at the defensive coach too. That didn't work out. That was another nightmare in Miami. Let me see what we got. Top running backs in the draft. We got good running backs too, by the way, guys. Right, here we go. Okay, Jeremiah Love will be a first round pick. You got Jadarin Price, number 2. Number 1, Conan Coleman. Wow, great running backs, man. Look at these rankings. Pretty good too. Yeah, Jeremiah Love from Notre Dame. Look at that. They got 2 great running backs coming out in the first round. JD Price, Notre Dame. Jonah Coleman, I think it's Wisconsin, if I'm quite sure. Emmett Johnson, Nebraska. Nicole Singleton, Penn State. Katron Allen, running back, Penn State. I think it's Wake Forest. Damian Claiborne. I mean, they got great running backs. Jamari Taylor from Virginia Tech. Mike Washington from the Razorback. Teron Stewart, Virginia Tech. Jaden Oates, Oklahoma University. So they got good running backs and quarterbacks coming out this year. So let me get back to my screen here. But yeah, guys, going back to the Miami Dolphins, man, that's what I was going to talk about tonight. Anyhow, we were talking about our team. Uh, it's too early to predict their record, what they're going to do in 2026. I'm going to try to keep it like this, guys. Try to stay positive, remain positive. Try to see really what Sullivan, the new GM, and what the coach could do. But I also has to be real because all this is new for us. Okay. Uh, Once again, we don't want to hear the rebuilding mode. We just don't want to hear that anymore. I'll be honest with you. We just don't want to do that. Uh, we want a team that can compete day to day on the field, regardless what the score is. Uh, there's three things that I talked about a while back that Miami needs to accomplish in 2026. And it's going to be hard to do, guys, because I said this. It's beat winning teams, number one. Number two, one of the fans says there, win in cold weather. That's number two. And number three, that it fails the Dolphins a lot, making adjustments in the game. Both sides of the ball, defense and offense. Can this coach bring this to Miami in 2026? It is a big hole to fill, believe it or not. So these are the three things that I am looking for Miami this year. I'm going to say it again. Beat and compete, actually. Beat winning teams, play on the cold weather, and make adjustment. Got it right here, buddy. Thank you. I always keep it here, but thank you so much, Hog Dog. But yeah, those are my three main things for the Miami Dolphins. Can they prove it? Can they show it? Can they do it? Now, once again, like Abel said, the schedule is tough this year. Can we accomplish these three things that I said? If we do, guys and girls, listen, I'll be shocked. I'll be amazed. Okay? I I believe, you know, staying positive as I feel as a Dolphin is let's give this team a chance. Now, I don't know how long how long we could hold this chance because I also made a video a while back. Yes, I agree with you, DMO 305. I agree with you. I think that is the best thing that could happen to Miami. Okay. And also Mike McDaniel. Let's be honest. I think Greer McDaniel exit. I think we hold on too long. Okay. And don't know what the owner was thinking. But I think he hold on too long with these two guys. But I'm hoping that this new regime, whatever you want to call it, could do something about it. Yes, Mark, I agree with you. We have to be physical. One thing for sure from this coach, uh, from Jeff, he doesn't want a wimp in the football field. He wants players that compete and win. Yep, 9 years too late. That is so true, DMO. I agree with you, buddy. I totally agree with you. Now, we need to continue, okay? Unfortunately, as fans, I don't know, like I said, like at the beginning, I said, I don't know how far we're going to hold on. Uh, yeah, that's true. A little bit longer. But let me bring you stats that I don't know if you guys heard it before I forget. When you sign 5-year contract coaches for 5 years, 3 years, you got 3-year contract, 5-year contract, 4-year contract. You'll be surprised that the 3-year contract coaches only win 34% of their games the first 3 years. That is terrible, guys. So, by me saying something, and I'm going to change it around a little bit. I said that on my last podcast, and I think Hog Dog was here when I said this. Let's turn it around for a second. Let's look at Jim Harbaugh, right? Who signed with the Giants. So let's look at the Giants and I'll come back to the Dolphins. And I want you guys to answer this. The man wanted $100 million, whatever contract. He wanted his own GM. I said this also on my podcast. You give him 5 years. What do you expect on the 5 year? You want 3 Super Bowl wins, or at least win 2 Super Bowls in 5 years? Or you think 5 years you make it 3 times to the playoffs? Because I tell you the truth, Harbaugh just signed something that the fan in New York, because I know how the fan is in New York, we all know that because of the Jets fans. But let's look at the Giants. In those 5 years, if you at least don't bring 2 Super Bowls, you are a complete failure in New York. All right, DMO say he'll get one. That's fair enough. What about you, Hado? Yeah, I'll say Jackson will be gone, buddy. He's gonna be gone. He's gonna be cut. Yeah, I heard he's gonna be cut, so he'll be out. So think about that. You think Harbaugh? So I agree with DMO 305 said he'll get one in 5 years. That's fair enough. But trust me, the fans would like to have 2 in 5 years. Not in his life. He's rich. Hey, but you see what I'm talking about? So you get these fans hyped up, which is fine. It's their fan base. You get so excited. All right. We thought that he was going to be here in Miami. Listen, I'll be honest. I'm glad he didn't went to Miami. Nothing against the guy. All right. But it'll be very disappointed if he goes 5 years and he doesn't get nothing. Just like you said, Hot Dog, a rich man for 5 years. Maybe winning games, having a winning season. Maybe 2 out of 3 winning season. I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt, but if that happens, oof. Yep, that's a good one. Harbaugh, it is overrated. What you think that made Harbaugh lose his job? Instead of putting a veteran kicker in the playoff, he decided to go with a rookie, and he makes the extra point. Tough, I know it is, But once again, so now I'm going back to the Miami Dolphins. Here are the Dolphins with this new head coach, Jeff. As a fan right now, Dolphin fans here, I want everybody honest opinion. What are you looking? Earplugs. You ain't lying, hot dog. So here we go. As Dolphin fans, we have here. I'm no big up. What are you expecting from this new head coach? in the last what 3? I'm gonna give him 3 years. I know he signed more than 3 years. What do you expect from Jeff? And I leave it open for you guys. You want to make the playoffs? You want to win the Super Bowl? You want a winning season? What do you want as a fan? It's a tough question because the season's not here yet. We almost there, by the way. What would you like? And I'll leave it open for you guys. And once again, I want to thank everybody that joined in the chat tonight. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. So it's wide open for you guys. I'll be quiet for a minute. Do you want Miami to win it all? Hey, Turbolina, thank you for coming back in. I appreciate it. Do you guys think that we have a chance? Do you trust in this coaching staff? Hey, you have a great day too. See you soon. Take care. I'll be checking your lives tonight. All right, that is fair. All right, I'll take that. Hug dog, I'll take that. Typical physical defense, great running game, playoff 4 to 5. Okay, that's great. That's right. Let's go Dolphins. Thank you so much. You have a blessed night. Thank you. Thank you for the hearts. I appreciate that. Thank you for all the love. Thank you so much. So think about that. Just think about it. And I like what you said. See, for me, I'm gonna give you mines. I won a division title. I won probably 2 division titles and at least 1 Super Bowl. That's my thing for the Dolphins. So let me know what you guys think. Because I can tell you something for sure, guys. It's going to be a long season. But if you guys still in the chat, let me know what do you want for these Dolphins the last, 3 to 5 years? All right, 102. That's fine. I mean, I have to agree with you. I really do, guys and girls. I really have to agree with you guys. It's I just really want to see what this team is all about. I want to see if the chemistry is there. I want to see if the culture is there. I want to see if they're really hungry to play for this coach. I really don't know how long the fan could take, and I know you said that the fan could hold on and take it for a little longer, but uh, the only thing I see with that is this. Man, I pull out the list of coaches for the Dolphins. I almost flip. From McDaniels to Flo to Adam Gase. Yeah, Well, see, the Orioles, going back, and I know this is football tonight, the Orioles did something 2 of the last 3 years. They won the division, they made the playoffs, of course, lost to Texas. And then last year, injury hit, and they finished in last place. But they competed for a wild card, believe it or not, even though last place, they were so close. But now, football, 17 games, tough schedule. You got to be healthy. Yeah, DMO, I agree with you. I totally agree with you. I know. See, what happened is when Flo came in, McDaniel came in, we had the same theory every time: rebuilt, rebuilt. The only credit, guys, I give Mike McDaniel, and you got to give him his credit. You really do, guys. It's how he developed Tua Tagovailoa. He came in, remember when he was in the airplane, he called him on the phone and says, "Don't worry, I take care of you." But the issue is this: what Hog Dog said, we never built an offensive line for him. When the draft came in, Greer never took the opportunity to build an offensive line for this quarterback. What he did with Tua, well, what he did with Tua is develop a quarterback that really, with his size, use his quickness and release, knowing his past injury of concussion and hip surgery in college in Alabama. And the only guy he had in front of him was Teron Armstead. And he built Tua to release the ball pretty fast. And he was good at it with Tyreek Hill. Of course, he had great receivers. And he had Waddle. Remember, before he had Tyreek, he had Waddle. So Waddle and Gasicki. And trust me, he didn't have a bad year either. Just started. That's why I give credit. But after that, I think mentally, physically, Tua mindset went to another direction. Yes, don't forget Philip. Oh my gosh. Philbin was terrible, man. I mean, I'm gonna tell you a coach that if he was here, and you know who I'm gonna talk about in a few minutes, the coach of Detroit Lions, Campbell. Why we did not keep Campbell? You let Campbell go. Look what he did in Detroit. Let's be honest. I mean, I could go on and on, but you got to give McDaniel. You do have to give him. Listen, McDaniel now is the offensive coach of the Chargers, and he took one of our offensive coaches with him. So yeah, Dan Campbell. That's it, Dan Campbell. Campbell would have been a heck of a coach here with the Dolphins. Yes, a great creator with a culture, a coach you want to play for. You see, I can't say that about this new head coach. I just can't say it because I just don't know. I just don't know. But I have to give them a chance, right? Because we have to. We have to give them a chance. That's the only thing that has me thinking. How will this team approach this coach, this new coach? And if I correct me if I'm right or wrong, or right or wrong, we have four, five, including Jeff, the head coach, and the GM coaches in this team. Now, are they trying to make the Dolphins like the Green Bay Packers? Like like Hot Dog said, learn how to play in the cold weather? Who knows, right? But that's interesting. And listen, you got to give credit to Troy Aikman. Troy Aikman was the one that came over here and consult the owner and pick the GM. Yeah, I'm listen with a great running back with the Chargers because that's what he's going to build a running back field. He's going to give Justin Herbert opportunity to throw the ball. And yet you don't have to worry throwing the ball 30, 40 times in the game. Now, we have to wait and see, right? But hey, and I think he did that to build himself back up and be a head coach in the National Football League, which I think he'll learn from Harbaugh. Because I'm going to be honest with you, he has a lot to learn. I think when Miami picked him up, he is a genius when it comes to running back. Remember, he's a running back coach in San Francisco. And let's see what happened. Yes, you're right, Mark. They should never give Tua that extension. This is where Greer messed up the whole. This is where Chris Greer messed up the whole contract. The moment he extended Tyreek, the moment he extended Tua, the moment he extended Ramsey, the moment he start extending everybody. Because we had a what? We were winning 6, 7 games, and then suddenly it went downhill. I would not give Tua his 5th-year option. I would not do it, knowing that his injuries, his past injuries, his concussion. See, here's the thing I don't understand. Hip surgery, concussion, doesn't that give you a red flag already? That is so true. DMO 305. That is so true. That is so true. But listen, I'm going to leave it with this, guys, tonight. And by the way, thank you so much, everybody. DMO 305, Mark, you got a hot dog that came in. You got Alcoveo, John Molina. I mean, name everybody, so I don't forget nobody else. Alessandro also came in. We got Mrs. Somebody. I got Alvin. Also, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate that guy. Abel, I don't know if he's still here. Abel for coming in. Cap for Life also is here. So listen, thank you so much for all you guys tonight. Be honest with you guys. Yeah, you see, that is something that I noticed. Okay, but listen what Tua did, and I know a lot of you guys saw this. Tua lost weight. Tua gained weight. Tua was heavy set, and then he lost weight. What's the picture on that? What a healthy year he had. He was untouchable. He never even had the best offensive line because remember, Tehran was in and out with that toe injury. But he had a great season. But that season we lost it for one thing, because our coach not making the right decisions, doesn't know how to do a play calling, or doesn't know how to run the clock. Timing. Listen, you know what's sad? And you guys know this. We almost beat Buffalo in Buffalo was it a third string quarterback second without Tyler Thompson? Even though bad calling for the coach, that's another thing. Time, the time. All I could tell you is, man, his time is up. Really, yeah. And that year, I saw his body. I thought he looked like a freaking linebacker back there. He reminded me of Zach Thomas. I said, my God, look how built he is. Look how strong he is. But let's be honest. I mean, he went down. I don't know, man. I think he lost confidence. He didn't believe in his offensive line. Yeah, Skylar Thompson was the guy that of course, McDaniel was the one to blow up because couldn't even deal with the time clock. See, I could go back and forth. What hurt McDaniel? His time clock. So, amen, brother. Breaking news: God is a great peace. You're right. You're right about that, brother. But listen, let's be honest, guys and girls here that we are live here now. Is the time has come. The change has begun. The question I have for everybody, and we'll see it as the season starts: can we adapt to what's coming in 2026, 2027? That's it. I'm gonna give you some positive word before I leave. Take it 1 week at a time. Take it one day at a time. Yeah, that's true too. But you gotta give Campbell some credit, man. When he went in there, Campbell did a lot of good stuff, Mark. Okay, he went in there, and thank you, Hug. I appreciate it, buddy. Uh, listen, let's see what happens. Let's see what really happened, guys. Let's have patience, and I'm gonna have patience with it. Any updates that come up with you guys about, I look at the combine. I'm not too crazy about it. How do I look at the combine? I'm gonna be sincere with you guys. There's guys jumping, there's guys running, there's guys throwing. But until you don't put your pads and your uniform and hit the field, doesn't mean nothing to me. And sorry I say that. I don't say that to disrespect none of these players, college players. I love them all. I like to see college players come into the league and perform and show their ability, their skills. But let's be honest, that is the combine for me. I know people just don't like it, but that is my honest opinion, guys. Yes, I look at the draft. Uh, but listen, you know, let's see what the 2026 Miami Dolphin brings us. I'm a positive person. Most of you guys know me already. By the way, those that miss today's game, and I thank I think Hot Dog who joined in the Oriole game. People that join in the chat the Oriole game. It is just spring training. I'm trying to see if I could go live tomorrow against Detroit. Not too crazy about it. By the way, the Yankees scored 20 runs against Detroit today in spring training. Wow, that's a football score. But anyhow, that that was spring training. Uh, yeah, yeah, you're right. Green Bay's poor, and Ross would throw money. I'm gonna say something about the owner before I leave because I always forget this about the owner. Some of us don't like the owner. Most of us, I don't say all of us, most of us. But let me tell you something about that owner. He is not ashamed. He doesn't regret. He'll sign that book. He'll sign that check because trust me, he built Dolphin Stadium, which is now Hard Rock Cafe Stadium, Dolphin Stadium. He built that with his own money. He did not ask the city for one single penny. I have to give him credit for that. I could chit chat all night here, and I could talk about all the players that this man has. Sully's a great scout. Uh, Listen, I could say something. He has spent so much money, okay, to bring a Super Bowl to Miami. And yes, as human beings, we also make bad decisions and wrong decisions. And I think Ross did a couple of it down the road. First of all, keeping Greer for so long. Greer had some good times with draft. Greer had some good times getting players. You see, I'm not one of these fans, guys, that just because you sign a Tariq Hill, you sign a great player, we're going to the Super Bowl. Once again, it takes 11 on defense, 11 on offense. It takes a 53-man roster, okay, to build, to win in the NFL. That's why I don't go crazy by you signing all these players. I really don't. My brother in Florida, he lives in Florida for many years. That's what he does. Oh boy, that was funny. But listen, I wish I could keep longer. It's 9 o'clock already, so I'm gonna get ready to get out of here. And once again, I want to thank all you guys. You guys have a blessed weekend. Just check on your bell notification when I go live. I do work, guys, Monday to Friday, full-time job. I'm trying to do this on the weekend. Try to do it on Friday night. But listen, just keep your bell on. I do have short videos that I do keep my updates, uh, any breaking news. I do my little video shorts for you guys when things happen, when it happened. I do, by the way, follow the Lakers, the Florida Panthers, which they're struggling this year after winning back-to-back cups. They're not the same team. Thank you so much, DMO 305. God bless you, brother. Thank you so much, Hot Dog. God bless you too, man. Oh, what I do, I work a company where we sell stuff for construction. They build stuff for construction, so we that's what we do, and it's very busy. It's from 7 to 4, 5 days a week. So I like what I'm doing. I can't complain. Yeah, Mark. I don't think it could get any worse for Miami. But let's stay in the positive side. I'm gonna agree with you. Let's see what happens. I mean, sometimes we do get ahead of ourselves. But listen, sometimes it is reality. You got to see reality. See, one thing in life people don't understand: when something real happens, they don't want to face it. But sometimes we have to face it because I see it in a positive way. It's like a challenge. You challenge yourself to get better every single day. I I I really do, guys. I try to stay positive and and Hot Dog knows me now. DMO 305 will know me now. We are an amazing Cuban. I am Cuban, by the way. So, but listen, happy. I enjoy it. I enjoy what I do. I keep it live. And not only Miami Dolphins, we do have, listen, I know you don't want to hear it. We have Jets fans. We have Giants. We have every 32 teams. We got baseball. We got Yankee fans. I'm an Oriole fan. Same thing as Hot Dog. He's an Oriole fan. So this is our year, by the way. I do believe it. That I could feel very optimistic about it. It is the Oriole year. One more pitcher that we need. One veteran pitcher. Not changing the subject here. But listen, thank you so much. God bless you all. You guys have a great weekend. Listen, stay positive. All right. No matter what obstacle, what kind of things get in front of you, guys, you have the victory at the end of the day. Once again, love you guys. Fins up and see you next time. Once again, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, leave your comments. Have a blessed night, guys. Thank you so much.